Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, I'm still in my pajamas. Haven't done nothing with my hair. Just dropped the kiddo off at school. Now I'm sitting here at the property because from where we stay, where the house is, to where town is, our property is basically in between. So I went ahead and stopped off here just to take a look around because we've had rain. So I just want to see how well, for one, the culvert is holding up. Two, just some of the areas that I need to get work done, just how sloppy it is. Some of the stuff like up and down the driveway is still fairly sloppy. You can get in and out of the driveway with the truck, but like behind me is where, well, basically behind me that way is where the house was that came down. And that area over there, you can't get a vehicle in over there. So I would like to be able to go back that way. That's towards the pond and towards like where we're wanting to do the RV stuff and the creek. I think come rain or shine, I'm still going to come out here today to get some work done because I need to get some work done. It's basically what it's coming down to, rain or shine. This needs to happen because we are months and months and months behind, at least how I feel, just because of when we bought the property, we were already in probate, and it just took that much longer to get stuff, done. So we're coming up on what we got here August, I think it was August 16th of last year, I believe. I don't know. I have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure it was around that time frame because we were only here like a couple days and then the girls had school. So it's around that time frame that we got here, and we're coming up on a year. Coming up on it. And we're still not on the property. Coming up on being in Arkansas for a year and we're still not on the property. So that is my goal. That is not my number one goal, is getting the stuff that we need here done so we can get the RV here. Do we absolutely need to have power? No. We can live off a generator. We can do that stuff, but that stuff is expensive. Not necessarily in the budget that we have to be sustaining that daily, right? The water situation, obviously, if we need to go get bottled water, because the trailer has holding tanks, we can fill those holding tanks up to be able to have running water. That's not an issue until we can either get the well here serviced and verify that, because all the stuff that's in there, I'm not even gonna, because I've looked through the equipment that's in the well house, and I'm not going to use any of it. I do have, or we have, a brand new submersible well pump that it's a 1 horsepower, so it can go down to, I don't know, over 200 feet. I think is what it's rated for. So any wells around this area, there's going to be water at that depth. So, if needed, I can get this well here cleaned out, use that submersible, and just when we need water to connect it to like the generator and such, we can fill up tanks and fill up troughs or fill up whatever needed, and then be able to utilize that for water. Obviously, it would need to be filtered and such, if we're using it as drinking water, or cooking, anything like that. That's not an issue. I mean, we can always get the filters needed for that. So, because right now the water we're using at the house that comes out of the well currently is not filtered. It's just straight out, but we don't use that for cooking or drinking. We go buy the bottled water, from the those little kiosk things in Walmart. So we just fill up a 5-gallon jug. We have 4 of them currently. Eventually, we're going to get more. We just don't have the storage at the other house for more than 4 bottles. But out here, we'd be able to store a lot more bottles. Even if you're keeping them outside, out of the sun and such, or have like little places to store water. Oh well, I'm so sleepy. I haven't even had a single sip of my coffee yet because I literally went straight to the school, and I don't really like to drink my coffee whenever I'm driving. I do open it, so because you have like your little lids right that's closed, and I'll open it just to let it vent to cool off some. And then once it's cooled off some to where you can drink it without, burning the roof of your mouth because it's so hot right as it comes out of the pot. And putting it into a stainless steel cup, it doesn't cool it off any. So I let it sit for a little bit before I drink it. But, man. I do love my coffee. Yes, I know. A lot of people love coffee. A lot of people don't like coffee. A lot of people think that it's a crutch, that it's a drug, that it's whatever, which it is, technically. It is, but caffeine, whether it's coffee or sodas, other people hate coffee, but they'll drink the heck out of a soda. So it's the same thing. You're just using a different avenue. But I drink my coffee black, so it's not, filled with sugar and all that other rigmarole. But, all right, so today, got a video coming out on the main channel. Not exactly what I wanted to do. But we just have not, so with the new schedule conflict of the homeschooling and such, and because it's a little different, right? If you have a child that's not autistic and they're old enough to be able to, cook certain foods, they're old enough to go get their own drink, they're old enough to sit down and do their own lessons, to say, hey, go do your lessons, right? That's one thing, and I've seen several families, on YouTube. I've seen people that homeschool, and I've seen people that do that, and they just go about doing their day-to-day business, and they don't necessarily worry about the kids because the kids are taking care of themselves. They're doing their schoolwork, blah, blah, blah. Well, our child is autistic, and we can't just do that because she won't do it. She doesn't know how to do it. So even though she's, at the age where technically she should be able to start taking care of herself, her brain doesn't work that way. And we can't just say, hey, all right, you're taking care of yourself. You need to go do this, go do that, go do that. We would come back to no house. So the schedule conflict with that, and it's not even that, I can't get work done because Gladys isn't here. It has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that now we've changed, right? We're getting to that dynamics where we're figuring stuff out. It's been the first week trying to see what we can do, what we can't do. And, just working out, now I'm the one, because before our neighbor, right, was the one that did a lot of the taking kids to school stuff. And then we picked them up. Now that's changed to where now their kid rides the bus. Our kid does not. So we take her to school and we pick her up. So now, like, stuff like that has changed, right? So now I'm the one that takes her to school. Normally I'm the one that picks her up. And then Gladys does all the homeschool stuff. She's also still doing, the cooking stuff. She's still doing the laundry stuff. She's still doing all this stuff at home, right? And then during that time that I have in between me dropping her off from school to picking her up from school, I can't really get like super involved into a major project. I can, but I have to be able to stop. So if I'm doing something to where I know I'm not going to be able to stop at 2:00, because that's basically I have to be done by 2 of whatever I'm doing. That way I can go pick her up from school. And I know a lot of these projects that I'm working on currently, I can just stop whenever. But there's also going to be those times that some of these projects will be like, I'm right in the middle of this. This needs to get done. I can't just stop. So, those are some of the things that we're still working out, figuring out. And also, right now we're getting reestablished too with the VA. So I know, we've talked about this stuff before, but right now when you're getting reestablished into a new VA, your veterans assistance and all that stuff like that, for medical, they send you to a lot of doctors. They send you to a lot of appointments. They send you to a lot of stuff. And I've been missing phone calls because I'm out here doing something, or I'm working at the house, or I'm doing whatnot, and I'm missing phone calls for appointments. I'm like, dang it. So I ended up having to call them back. Set up an appointment. So those are some of the things too that we're working through right now as well, both Gladys and I, right, of going to all these places. And some of these places we go, might be an hour drive, might be a 2-hour drive. It might be, right here in town. So whenever it comes down to where we have to take a 2-hour drive just to get there and a 2-hour drive to get back, and then however long the appointment is, that entire day is a wash. You can't do anything with that. So I'm still keeping up with the schedule for now. The Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. I'm still doing this Monday through Friday. I'm just letting y'all know, for the people that are here, you're a little more in tune with what's actually going on the main channel. I'm just letting you know that if there's a day that I miss, it's just because of schedule conflicts. It wouldn't be, a forever thing. It'd be just, I missed that one day thing. And that's it. That's all it's going to be. Is it something that would hurt the algorithm? Yes, it does. You miss one video. If you're on a set schedule and you miss one video out of that set schedule, it just throws the numbers completely off. And I hate that. I don't like it at all, but it happens. And for us to continue to grow, which we're still growing very, very slow, but we are growing, to get the numbers where we need to be, is I have to continue to put, like, technically I should be posting a video every single day to really get the numbers going, but I cannot do that. I physically and mentally cannot do that right now. It's just not gonna happen. No way. Because I'm trying to come up with any type of solutions of, hey, would I be able to do this? No, I can't think of anything, because we're already at 110%, at that 110% currently. So no, maybe if I had faster internet, I'll put that. If I had faster internet, maybe, but right now it already takes a full day just to upload stuff. And whenever I'm uploading stuff, people can't even watch TV. They can't, because it just sits there and it gets the circle of death, saying that, hey, I can't do this because we don't have internet. So that'd probably be the number one thing. Because if we had faster internet, I'd probably be able to post more videos more often. But yeah. Oh, but anyway, I think I'm done rambling. The Jeep's still not fixed yet. I'm still waiting on one more thing to come in the mail. It has been shipped. It should be coming hopefully this weekend. I think it's the last thing. So, and I'm doing everything. The whole basically the whole front end is getting redone. For the most part, I'm redoing ball joints. I'm redoing the inner seals because the driver's side seal, front seal was leaking. So I'm replacing both of the inner seals. I'm replacing so the exterior axle seals. Those are normally just like little dust caps. I'm replacing those with actual like waterproof, dust-proof caps that can be like you fill them with grease and such. That way, it'll keep everything out of the tube. That kind of helps with the other inner seal. So it's an exterior seal that helps. Is it required? No, it is an add-on, but it helps the life of your inner seal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I had to order the tools for some of those things because I didn't have the tools for that. Could I have borrowed some tools from some folks? I'm sure I could have, but I know this is a big enough thing that we're always going to have a Jeep at some point in our life that, hey, I'm going to go ahead and buy the tools because Gladys and I both love Jeeps enough to where even if we got rid of her Jeep, we're going to get another one. So whether it be newer or older, I'm always going to be working on a Jeep at some point. So I went ahead and bought the tools for that. But yeah, and it's rain. So the Jeep's sitting outside. It's not covered. It's not in the garage. It's not anywhere. It's sitting in rocks outside. So if I have rain's coming this weekend. Once again, if I have rain, I can't work on the Jeep. Yeah. But I think even if it's going to rain today, it's off and on, probably. I know it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and then Sunday it's supposed to have rain. So, I'm just going to come out here. I don't necessarily have the rain gear that I need, but I'm still going to come out here and work because I need to get work done. So anyway, like I said, I think I'm done rambling. So you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Try to stay dry if you can. And just know that, hey, do what you got to do sometimes, but don't kill yourself trying to do it. All right, y'all. Make sure you're thanking a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, y'all.